In this video, we are going to learn what are the modus operandi of cybercrime, what are the motive of cybercriminals. Along with this, we will also going to learn how we can prevent cybercrime. So, we will also learn what are the responsibility and preventive techniques to mitigate the cybercrimes. You all know that prevention is better than cure. Everyone must be aware of this wise maxim. However, in a hasty decision or in the trap of appealing or mouth-watering offers, this maxim vanishes out of the brain. It is because in most of the cases, a cyber criminal will be successful in his acts when you allow them to. We are going to discuss the scope of cyber crimes which individuals are prone to. In day-to-day life, moving further, I shall list down the important techniques which will help to negate the risk of falling prey to cyber criminals. Let us explore these techniques one by one. Now learn how to tackle social media related cyber crimes. So understand how we can mitigate the risk. Social networking has become one of the most popular online activities due to the rising use of internet services and smartphones. User can use social media to interact, communicate and exchange information, images and videos with others all over the world. The use of social media is growing rapidly all over the world, thus it has offered fertile ground for cybercriminals to engage in illegal operations. Accepting friend requests from strangers on social networking sites is a not good idea. Do not put your trust in online users until you know the trust them in person. Do not post personal information on social media such as your addresses, phone numbers, date of birth. This information is easily accessible and exploitable by identity thieves. Do not allow social networking sites to scan your email account, to look for your friends and send spam mails to them without your consent or knowledge. Always keep location service turned off on your devices unless necessary. Do not post personal photos or videos on social media that are too personal. By choosing the appropriate privacy settings on social media, you can share your photographs and videos with only your trusted contacts. If you detect that fraudulent account has been created using your personal information, contact the social media service provider right away. For social media accounts, always use strong passwords that includes upper, lowercase letters, numbers and special characters. Change your passwords on regular basis and do not use the same passwords for several accounts. Do not post your trips, travel plans or other personal matters on social media. It can be exploitable by criminals for stealing and other purposes. When chatting with someone online and you feel suspicious about your chat partner, try asking some unrelated scientific or mathematical questions. If it does not answer or acknowledge the question, it may mean that you are chatting with an automated computer bot. Do not use public computer or cyber cafe to access social networking websites, since it could be infected installed with a key logger application that records your keystrokes including your login information. Many social networking sites encourage you to install third-party applications that provide you access to other pages. Do not install untested third-party software without first researching their safety. Don't fall into the trap of the application which controls your psychological or mental behavior, such as a blue whale. On social media platforms, do not share or forward unverified posts or news. This could contain bogus news or sensitive information that could lead to people being misinformed. Now learn modus operandi of financial fraudsters. To create awareness among public about the modus operandi of fraudster and also providing some inputs about precautions to adopt while carrying out financial transactions. Now learn what is the modus operandi of banks frauds. Phishing links, phishing calls, fraud using online selling platforms, frauds due to use of unknown, unverified mobile apps, ATM card skimming, fraud using screen sharing app or remote access, SIM swap, SIM cloning, frauds by compromising credential on the result through search engines, scam through cure scan, impersonating through social media, juice jacking, lottery fraud, online job fraud and many more. Now understand what are the preventive measures against phishing. One should think twice before clicking on random or unknown links or emails. One must check and verify the website details, especially where it requires entering financial credentials. Now understand how we can prevent against phishing. So one should keep in mind that bank officials, financial institution or any genuine entity never ask customer to share their confidential information such as username, password, card details, CVV, etc. Now understand what are the preventive measures against fraud using online selling platforms. While making financial transaction for online products, one should always remember that to receive money, there is no need to enter your PIN or password anywhere. And in case if it asks you to enter the PIN, then you may end up sending money instead of receiving it. Preventive measures against frauds due to the use of unknown, unverified applications. So, most important technique here is one should never download application from unverified or unknown sources. Now understand how we can avoid ATM card skimming frauds. Before using ATM machine, do a quick check and ensure that there is no extra device attached near card insertion slot or keypad while making transaction. While entering your PIN, cover the keypad with your hand. Never bring someone with you when using an ATM and also do not enter the PIN in presence of someone. Now learn what is the important preventive measure against frauds using screen sharing app or remote access. Do not download or activate share screen share feature with unknown people. Now we will also understand how we can mitigate the risk of SIM swap or cloning. You need to restrict yourself from sharing credential pretending to SIM card. If you do not have mobile network in your phone for considerable time in regular environment, then you should immediately contact mobile operator. Now understand how we can prevent the frauds relating compromising information about your credentials. So instead of searching for details on search engines, one should look for official websites to get contact details. Preventive measures against scam through or cure scan. Remember that QR codes are generally used for paying money, not for receiving it. If someone asked you to scan a code to get paid, you will end up getting into QR scam. While scanning QR code, one should be vigilant and verify that these codes are genuine as they have embedded account details in them to transfer amount to particular account. Next important preventive measure is against impersonation through social media. Do not make payments to unknown persons online. One should verify whether the account is real or fake. Never share any of your personal and confidential information on social media. Now understand how to avoid juice jacking fraud. One should keep in mind to avoid using public or unknown charging ports and cables. Now let us understand how we can mitigate the risk of online fraud. Always try to avoid lottery calls, mails and SMS as these are unbelievable offers made to commit frauds. Preventive measures against online job fraud. It is worth noting that a genuine company offering a job will never ask for money. Never make payments on unknown job portals. Now understand what is the modus operandi of non-banking financial company frauds. Whenever we saw a fake advertisement for extending loan by fraudster, if we received any SMS, email or instant messages or scam call which asked you about information, we have seen OTP based fraud, we have also seen fake loan websites and app frauds. We also seen in various platforms money circulation related schemes, Ponzi scheme, multi-level marketing schemes, frauds, fraudulent loans with forged documents. So, these are the types of cybercrimes and the modus operandi of cybercrimes. If you want to prevent these kinds of frauds, how we can mitigate the risk? We need to learn few important aspects and preventive measures for mitigating this risk. While availing loan facility, customers should be vigilant while providing the KYC and other personal documents. This implies that the documents must be provided and shared only with the entity authorized personal or authorized email IDs of the entities. Later on non-sanction of loan and post-closure of the loan, the customer should invariably request the entities for purging of documents given by the customer to the entities. In virtual world, while accessing internet and devices, we can become a victim of cyber attack and cybercrime. If we want to mitigate the risk, we need to learn what are the basic techniques and preventive measures to mitigate the cyber risk around us. Though we are secure ourselves while accepting various aspects, but we also need to learn and exercise this cyber crime preventive measures for our day to day security purpose. Thank you very much.